Welcome back. In this video we're going to be exploring Astoria, Oregon, which is on the far northwest coast in the middle of March. We've been here at our campsite outside of Garibaldi and it has been rainy the entire time. Like it started like 48 hours ago and it just hasn't stopped.
It hasn't stopped.
Last night we caught a mouse, so I went down the road and let that mouse go. And then I caught a second mouse, and then I went down the road and let that go. Oh, at night, in the dark, with flashlights in the rain. And then we caught a third mouse, and this guy is just as adorable as the other two.
Yeah.
And then tonight we'll find out if we had a surprise fourth mouse. Because they do seem to come in pairs. I'm pretty sure that with the rain and like its shelter, that's why they come in more commonly up here.
Yeah, because we've only gotten them in the rain. I don't know. But we thought we sealed the hole, but I guess we didn't.
And we've been camped next to this waterfall, and it has been raining so much that it is so big. So that is really, really neat. And there's fish in there. And then right now we're going to head out up the coast towards Cannon Beach and then up into Astoria. Wow, this water is flowing so much more than last time I was down here a couple days ago. I do not want to fall in there. We made it to a beautiful viewpoint over the ocean. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, it's a little bit cloudy, but look at this information plaque. It's got an anchor. Isn't that great? We are at Hug Point, and there's a waterfall down here somewhere. So the waterfall I'm trying to get to is right around that point, but it looks like the water is up pretty high. So maybe I'll need to send up the drone instead and we can take a look at what the waterfalls look like from the air. Yeah, if I went for this, this would be where Alice gets wet. We're just driving through Cannon Beach and there's a herd of elk in someone's front yard. Wow, that is so cool. We just pulled off the road here at random. So we weren't able to stop at Haystack Rock because it is difficult to park and rainy, and we've been there before. So now we are going up into Ecola State Park, trying to find where they shot the scene from Goonies, where he lines up the medallion to the rocks. It's supposed to be up here somewhere. Okay, so we made it to Ecola State Park, and we're at the viewpoint here. I didn't do a lot of research on this, but I remember reading a behind the scenes of the Goonies filming, and I'm pretty sure that this is the Fratelli's hideout, was right in here. Looks like this is it. These are the rocks that Mikey lines up on the medallion to find the treasure. Well, that was fun. I love movies and how they're made, and it's fun to be able to go to a filming location and see right where they filmed something. We are at Fort Clatsop National Park, and there should be a old fort over here, like a recreation maybe? So let's go find that. It's a little chilly.
Got a little cold once we walked into the trees.
Neat. You can definitely see how important it was to get out of the weather out there. And little fireplace, good wood, bunks. This is nice. These are built pretty sturdy. Made it to the Astoria Column. Beautiful bridge out in the background. And I'm going to climb to the top of the tower in the storm. beach, the boats, the Columbia River, the other side of the river. It's really beautiful. Definitely recommend it. Well, that was really fun. Looks like I was up there at the perfect time. All the fog just came back in. Well, we made it to Astoria, and this building might look familiar. It's designed by the same architect that built the Ashland Springs Hotel down in Ashland. We are at Xanadu, which is the Oregon coast's only gay bar. Really fun inside, really nice place. Everyone is super friendly, so if you're in town, we definitely recommend it. Downtown Astoria has been pretty fun. It's a nice little spot.
It was a really good spot.
And now we head off to our campsite. We stayed last night at Fort Stevens State Park. Nice campground. A little expensive again, but we got full power and water. And this is a huge campsite. It's one of the largest ones in the country. We're going to start today up at the Columbia River Bar, which is where the Columbia River meets the Pacific Ocean. Do some drone flights up there. And then we're going to go out and do some disc golf at a historic fort, and then run into town, and then back here to relax. Well, we caught another mouse last night, so we'll let the little guy go here. Up here at the tip of the river, they've got this old railroad trestle that runs out over the bay. I think they used it to bring rocks out to build the original jetty, like a long, long time ago. Very neat to see from the air. Wow, there's a whole herd of elk right on this ridge right up here. Earlier we were at Fort Stevens State Park. Now we're at the Fort Stevens Historic Park, which is an old military base from long, long ago. And we're going to play some disc golf here. Pretty sure that boat back there is a car carrier from China. Oh, that was close. Nice. That was perfect. Well, this has been a beautiful disc golf course. Definitely recommend it. Well, we woke up to a rainy day again, but It's still beautiful. So we are headed out of Fort Stevens State Park, and we're going to head up into the mountains and try to find a waterfall and then a campsite. But this time up in the Astoria on the coast has been really nice. Made it to Young's River Falls, and since it's been so rainy and wet, it has got to be at its high point. So I'm going to hike down and see what it looks like from the bottom. Wow, this is great. I think we're about 8 miles outside of Astoria, and definitely a good spot to come to. Pretty impressive right now, but how much water did it take to get these trees up this high? So now we are continuing on trying to find a campsite for the night.
We're turning around because the road feels more like a driveway than a road to the forest. And we feel like since we're getting to the point where we have to drive between 2 barns on either side of the road, and that just seems like that's somebody's property and not necessarily like an open road to the forest.
So cancel this one, on to the next one. Okay, this looks better. I guess it's it, end of the road. Well, we found a really good site here, but it's still early and we're actually headed towards the Portland area tomorrow. So we're going to continue on exploring and find some more spots out here. Okay, we're coming up on our next spot, but I'm thinking there might be a gate.
Gate.
And it's a gate. So, on to the next one. Okay, I think we found a good spot. We are just parked up here off of a logging road, and it seems like a good spot. So this will finish out our final Oregon Coast video in the winter. We made it most of the state since November, and we finished out in the Astoria area, and thank you for watching. And we have these hanging charms that have the different countries and states on them that you can color in as you go. Check that out on our store, linked in the description.